thing I'd like to discuss is perhaps our big thing over the next few months, which is the work up to our next Food and Medicine Conference. As I say, it's on October the 24th. I'm going to ask Doug, of Sano, who has been leading this with Amanda, to tell us a bit about the conference. You probably all know that food is the most important element in people's health. 75% of heart disease is preventable with a good diet, 25% of cancer. So it's a big issue, and if we can get our food right, then we can perhaps get our health right. Doug.
Many thanks, Michael. Hi everyone. So I'm Doug Richards. I basically manage the food programme for College of Medicine, and it's hugely exciting because, as Michael introduced earlier, this is the third year, but possibly where, the year that we really do shift up a gear. And there is a huge, momentum, I think, both on sponsors, exhibitors, delegates, as well as general interest, which is gathering, which, really is the given context of the wider agenda going on in UK health, but also I think people actually wanting to get involved and do something and actually contribute, which is the main thing, rather than sharing, collaborating and talking. Actually, there's a very, very good, momentum towards actually making tangible change. And 2020, I think, has a hugely exciting future for food, on prescription and food as medicine, and the college has a very strong leadership role to play in that. So that's hugely exciting to be a part of, and I hope you feel that. So firstly, if you haven't got involved, book a ticket. And please engage with it, because the more you guys and followers engage, the more our profile and everything else can be raised. The agenda is hugely exciting. We've got a massive list of speakers, potentially slightly too much, but we'll manage that. And also we've got a couple of spare spots left for VIPs, and we're actively engaged, or Michael is, to secure a number of those, which will also, I think, bring further engagement and reach to the conference as well. So watch this space in terms of the VIPs. So currently we've got 4 parts of the agenda, as Michael said. Really the stomach to soil part leads off. Then we really talk about the UK health agenda in terms of current practice. Catherine, for instance, giving an update on health and cancer related. And then we get into the whole healthy eating. How do we drive healthy eating in our communities? So we've got Ulla Malane from Finland, who leads the Child Obesity Project, which is, absolutely inspiring. Having seen it firsthand, and she's going to share, a lot of what's, not just happening in Finland, but actually a lot of the Eurozone, which we can learn from. But there's also a huge amount of stuff that's happening in the UK. So Gillian Harris, who's one of the preeminent food refusal experts in the UK, is gathering with me a collaboration of other experts in the Infant and Toddler Forum, and how do you develop food preferences in very early age, right away from birth through to early years, because that often shapes hugely someone's health in later years. So that's hugely exciting, and basically we then get into Amit and the actually in practice on prescription. How do you bring food and that nutrition element into a 10-minute consultation? How do we get it so that it actually is at fingertips, like social prescribing is really changing the game in terms of actually enabling it for people who can actually make a huge difference. And the GP obviously has a huge trust relationship which we can build on. So that's a key part of it. And then we have, how do you really, change the game for those who can least afford it, but actually who most need it, which is a hugely, core part of a long-term strategy and a long-term plan, and one that you know, certainly the NHS England and social prescribing and everything else is going to be very, very key for. So it's going to be a hugely exciting day. Also importantly, we're going to be doing follow-up events next year, smaller events around specific topics, and those could be around some of the big four that I've spoken about, but they you know, could be on specific areas like child's health and stuff like that. So watch this space, and we're going to be, you know, hopefully building on the actions out of this year's conference to create, you know, an ongoing agenda that you can all get involved with. So current ticket sales about 150. We expect around 300 to 400 eventually. I have no reason to believe that's not achievable purely because of the momentum. A lot of people don't book this far in advance, but please share and you know, have a look at the agenda, have a look at the new event page. We gave it a makeover last week. It's got some great new stuff on it, so it's looking pretty jazzy. So have a look at that, and basically we've got, you know, all of the core College of Medicine sponsors plus quite a few very high-profile exhibitors already signed up and engaged and very excited about it. So, you know, and really the plan now is September, beginning of September, after the holiday season, we're going to hit it hard with a campaign, and that's going to be multifaceted, digital, social, plus engagement. And, you know, we're going to be doing, for instance, UK Health Radio interviews, which we can share and screen across the website and across social with some of the main UK presenters. So Zoe Harcombe, if you know of her, she's one of the leading UK diet specialists in the UK. She's speaking at the conference, and she shared her views on the Lancet, and it got 7,000 hits on the college Twitter site in 3 hours. So it gives you an idea of the impact we can make if we get the people that really know their stuff and some of the amazing presenters we've got and the people involved in the college's food momentum engaging and socialising it and everything else. So that's really great. So that's really what it's all about between now and building on that, and then September, October we're going to be extremely frenetic. If you have any questions just generally or want to get involved, then please let me know.